Hey guys, former Navy SEAL Brandon Webb, editor-in-chief of SOFREP.com, here for this week's SOFREP weekly news roundup. The big topic this week I want to focus on is this authorization by the Biden administration for Ukraine to launch U.S. missiles into Russia, which personally I think is kind of a dangerous move. I mean, you have politically, the situation in the U.S., we have a lame duck president. I think everyone has seen at this point, Biden is kind of comes and goes, like his coherence, which is a little bit shocking to think about how long this has been going on, but also a big reason I think people came out and voted for Trump. I think people just trust what they know, but that's a different topic. What's disturbing to me is that, clearly Biden's administration, call it a band of puppeteers, are making these moves and kind of potentially undermining Trump's ability to make peace with Russia. I mean, multiple news sources cited this phone call that Trump had with Putin, kind of asking to de-escalate the situation in Ukraine until he takes over, and obviously has a plan for Ukraine. America has massive leverage because I think the U.S. is funding over 95% of the financial aid to Ukraine, as well as defense equipment. So this gives the U.S. massive amounts of leverage, and why Zelensky is super nervous. And I think in general, a lot of Ukrainians are nervous. But I do think Trump is a strong negotiator. I think how this plays out is that the war, Trump pressures Zelensky, says, look, no funding, no weapons. You need to give up this Eastern territory, which has been in conflict since 2014, since the Maidan revolution happened in 2014 in Ukraine. The old president fled to Russia, and this Eastern territory has been in dispute ever since. So I think that's kind of how it will end. Russia will get to keep the Eastern territories. They've already annexed. It'll seem as like a face-saving out. And then Ukraine gets some guarantee, or Russia gets a guarantee that Ukraine won't join NATO. Maybe they can join the European Union, but clearly Putin has an issue with NATO encroaching on the Russian border, which, to be honest, the West and America and Europe has made this clear a long time ago that we wouldn't encroach Russia's border, and we end up doing it anyway. So that's an issue I can relate to with, as far as Putin has this big concern about NATO encroachment. But back to the fact that the Biden's administration itself is kind of undermining Trump and playing this game. But essentially, this is like, I've already said we're kind of at World War III. It's just happening in the shadows. But this could really escalate into something terrible for the world, especially Europe. And I just see it as completely irresponsible. And it's kind of like, I think of this machine raging against Trump. Trump is bringing so many outsiders to this government administration, kind of ripping apart the old guard, because he has he didn't have to kiss the ring and come up in the Republican Party. And this is that kind of bureaucratic political machine raging against Trump. Like they're just shocked and throwing still almost like a political tantrum of sorts against Trump's appointments. They're super worried about what's happening, so they're trying to do whatever they can to kind of undermine and guard and protect against Trump's incoming presidency. But anyway, that's the big news of the week. I would encourage you to go to SOFREP.com. Also check out an article we did on the origins of Delta Force. Again, thank you for supporting veteran media. We really appreciate it. SOFREP's one of the few sites where the military veteran and agency folks actually who have the experience and have served downrange are bringing you our best information based on our experience, and always trying to be biased towards the truth and just call it how we see it, regardless of political of affiliation. We try not to lean one way or another. We just try to call it as it is. So thank you for supporting Veteran Media. Give the video a like. Please share this and check out SOFREP.com.